Hello YouTube, this is Taylor from CliffsOfClaven bringing you our next war recap, and I apologize for the delay since the last one, but we have not had enough people to field a war because of the friggin' Dark Spell Factory taking 10 days. Everybody was upgrading their Dark Spell Factory, and Clavens don't gem time on our buildings. Pretty much the only time we gem is when there's 5 minutes left in war and we forgot to attack, but as you can see, we did get the victory here against the Black Hole. Very comfortable victory against these guys. And they did use most of their attacks. They did not use their last two once it became apparent that they couldn't win. And we did not actually get all of their Town Hall 9s 3-starred because once we hit 22 stars, it was mathematically impossible for them to win. And so we just spent the rest of our attacks practicing. So you can see number 5 and number 10 were not 3-starred. We didn't even really try that hard to 3-star them because the victory was pretty much assured for us. And believe it or not, this was our 14th consecutive war win, so 14 wins in a row for the Clavens. Not too bad, just a sea of green up there. So we've really been doing pretty well in wars, and I have no explanation for why, because as I've said previously in many videos, we are actually the worst clan ever. That said, let's take a look at a Town Hall 11 3-star. Our boy Jake Diesel, 3-star in this Town Hall 11 and doing it with massive valks. And valks were a good choice for this base because you can see it's got a big wide open space. The base is essentially one giant compartment for the valks to get into. He does golems and a handful of wizards to make that funnel, and then you can see he has brought 20 valks. He's got 2 free spells to take care of those inferno towers once his valks get in there, and solid wall breaker AI that you can see right there detonating on a wall that was already open. But here come the heroes and the Grand Wardens and a whole sea of valks, and the clan castle is actually going to end up pulling those valks into the center of the base. It looks like there's 2 witches and just a crap load of barbarians, which is sort of a weird clan castle. First freeze goes down on that inferno, second freeze down on the other inferno and the eagle artillery. And those valks are just going to clean out everything in the core. And once the core is cleaned out, there's not a whole lot left of this base. You can see that he's got his golem up here with his queen following, which is really nice. The golem's doing a bunch of tanking on those defenses, and the queen's just sort of sitting back sniping. And then here come the valks breaking through the wall, taking out some of these defenses. And this one's pretty much over. There's quite a bit of base left, but you can see the massive amount of valks that he has. Just going to speed ahead of that golem, which is a little unfortunate. It would have been nice for the golem to do some tanking for those valks, but it doesn't matter. Plenty of gas left in the tank. All 3 of his heroes still up, and that golem coming behind those valks, doing the best that he can. The little golem that could. Have you seen the movie Jumanji, where all the animals go charging across the landscape, and then there's that one rhino sort of puffing at the end? That's that golem. Poor little guy. He finally does make it over there to the cannon. The valks have petered out, but it does not matter, because he's got all 3 heroes, and it looks like 2 valks and a wizard coming behind. And that golem did split into golemites, did a little bit of tanking, didn't really matter too much because it was destroyed by the time his heroes got around there. And just a couple of buildings left. The Grand Warden does go down, but it doesn't matter. Excellent job. 3-star by Jake Diesel, getting it done on a Town Hall 11. Alright, we're going to drop down at number 6 and take a look at Rocco doing a 3 golem GoHo. And perfect attack for this base because you can see up at the top he's got quite a bit of defense that is not really separated in any way that would leave space for a double bomb. So it's clear that the double bombs are down here at the bottom, this sort of southern teaser style base. So he brings 3 golems to make sure that he can detonate the double bombs, and once those golems and his heroes get into the base, he's going to actually drop his hogs up here on the right corner, and they're just going to sort of work their way all around the base, not really being in any danger of hitting a double bomb. It turns out the double bombs, as you'll see in a minute, are not even really double bombs because they're separated a little bit. And the golems are going to detonate several, and then the queen is going to detonate one. And once those bombs are down, he knows he's all good for dropping in his hogs. A little Tesla farm right there, but the golems are going to do tanking, and the queen's actually going to come in and snipe some of those. Poison on the dragon, and the CC split on him, so the queen is eventually going to retarget and take out that dragon, and he's just letting the poison spell take care of these balloons over here. They're going to actually focus on the golems and do quite a bit of damage to the golems, but the poison will eventually take them down. You can see the queen took down the dragon, the queen's about to take down the enemy queen, and then the hogs are going to come in up here from the top, and the queen is actually going to survive till the end of the raid, which ends up being really important to him. You'll notice he doesn't have any troops left. All he's got is hogs and his queen. and this king's going to go down, and that means although the hogs will get all the defenses down, he will not have any troops left for cleanup. But luckily that queen moves just out of range of that Tesla, and she's going to start cleaning up on the right side as the hogs are going through taking out the defenses. He brought 4 heal spells, didn't really need any other spells because of the way this base was laid out, so he's just going to blanket the top of the base and heal so that the hogs stay alive. No bombs for them to worry about, just a couple of point defense left, and then they're going to start the cleanup. So really worked out well for him that his queen ended up over here on the right side taking out these extra buildings, and the hogs are over here on the left, and they're going to do some cleanup all the way around the base. So well done to Rocco, pretty nice 3-star, and just picked the perfect attack for that base, so nicely done. Alright, we're going to drop down 1 spot for our next attack and take a look at Joel. Joel's going to do a GoVaHo, which is a pretty solid Town Hall 9 attack. And Joel is going to run into a little bit of trouble with this base because it turns out that all of the bombs and the Teslas are located in this center compartment around the Town Hall. He gets a really easy CC lure. It's a pretty terrible spot for a clan castle. Drops in the wizards up here, and I want you to pay attention to the queen. One of his wizards does get locked onto the queen, almost gets her down, and then I don't know if it was a wizard or the wall breakers that actually took out the queen, but I'm going to say that it was the wall breakers just because that's really cool. So here come the valks, and unfortunately some valks do stray, and it looks like it's going to be a bad thing at first, but it ends up being okay because he's going to drop in the hogs right here on this wizard tower, and the hogs are going to take out the defenses, and the valks are going to run behind him cleaning up the trash building. So he's sort of got his cleanup going on with the valks while the hogs are taking out the defenses. So he's got 3 heal spells that he's going to keep those hogs in, and the hogs are going to work their way all the way around the base. He's got his golem and his heroes up here on the top that are going to take out those defenses, hogs on the bottom. Unfortunately, those Teslas in the center are going to pop and are actually going to end up roasting his hogs. His hogs are going to take out pretty much every defense except for those Teslas in the middle, but he runs out of heals before his hogs get to the center. And so he's got to rely on his heroes and his valks to sort of beat a path into the center, and the town hall ends up being one of the last buildings that goes down. So you can see the hogs are going to take out this mortar. They're going to go up and take out this wizard tower, and then they're going to head into the core to start working on those Teslas, but there are no heal spells left, and I think they get 1 Tesla down. There's a giant bomb. They're going to get 1 Tesla, and then they are toast. And he's got nothing left except for these 4 valks and his king. It looks like 1 wizard, a couple of archers maybe. But those valks are going to beat through the wall, take out the clan castle and the builder hut, and then they're just going to beat their way straight into the core. And they're going to detonate the rest of the bombs, of course, and they're going to take out those 3 Teslas and the town hall for the 3-star. So I'm sure that didn't work out quite the way Joel had envisioned it in his mind, but rarely do attacks in Clavens work out that way. They almost always end up going south. That's why they're called accidental 3-stars. Okay, and we're going to take a look at one more. This is Oz going down on number 8. Oz got a 6-pack this war, so well done to Oz. And this base is pretty perfect for valks. It's this big sort of donut-shaped base. Really nice with the wall breakers right there. Just dropped 3 of them, didn't need a tank or anything. Drops in a golem and a couple of giants to tank for his heroes and his valks. Now what I want you to pay attention to in this attack is the enemy clan castle. He's got 2 balloons and a dragon in his clan castle. See, his valks are going to split here. He's going to have a small group go up to the top, and the rest are going to go down to the bottom with the golem and the giants. His queen's going to come in behind. Clan castle is all air troops, and you can see that the majority of his attacking forces is valks. He's got the queen and he's got a few wizards, but the queen and the wizards are going to go down, and the balloons are going to get taken out. The dragon is not, ever. The dragon is never going to get taken down. It will be alive at the end of this raid. So he drops the poison, and the balloons stop and focus on that giant right there, which allows them to stay in the poison just long enough to go down. And the dragon has actually locked on to, I don't know if it's a valk or a golem, but it's going to follow them around all over the base. But dragons are so slow that the valks are going to be able to stay out in front of the dragon. And you can see his queen's down, all of his wizards are down. He's got nothing left but ground troops, and there's that dragon looming over him. But it doesn't matter. You can watch the valks pretty much outrun the dragon all the way across the base. He gets a beautiful split on those valks. Some of them going to the right to get that army camp, and some of them going up north to get the army camp. So pretty lucky split on the valks. I say lucky, I'm sure he planned it that way. So the army camps go down, 1 army camp left, and you can see he's got a whole horde of valks coming around the side here. And then these valks are actually, this 1 valk and his king are actually outrunning the dragon. And so it doesn't matter, they end up getting the 3-star. But I like that attack because Oz did not even kill the clan castle, and not killing the clan castle is something that Clavens have really gotten down to a science. So congratulations to all of the Clavens on the win. Very well done. And that was our 14th, and we have already started another war, getting ready to go for our 15th. So good job to the Black-Hole. They fought hard, they had some good attacks, did end up getting a 3-star on one of our Town Hall 10s. Our Town Hall 10 in turn responded by getting a 98% 2-star on their Town Hall 10. So that was a heartbreaker right there, 98% 2-star, but you'll get them next time, Harem. So great job to all the Clavens, and great job to the Black-Hole. It was a really fun war, and we did not pull ahead and win until the very end, which was pretty exciting. So it looks like we won by a ton, but it's really the last hour of wars where we pulled ahead and we're able to use some of our remaining attacks just for practice, so that's always fun. So thank you very much for watching. We will see you in the next war recap, where I will be bringing you more accidental 3-stars.